Okay, so my today's video, I'm not just talking about living in Costa Rica and how to make money online, having a laptop lifestyle, which you probably know this is what I do. No, I'm gonna be answering a question that a lot of people have asked me. How did you start it? Your online career, Muriel? And I decided to go a little bit deeper, to basically be naked and tell you all the details about, my past, about breaking points. And I thought about it a long time to just share this with you, because I think it's pretty personal and pretty scary to just like reveal it, but screw it. I thought I'm just gonna do it anyways. I really appreciate everyone who's watching my videos, and you deserve to hear how my online career started, and probably it will also explain why you see me so driven. There is a story behind the smile. There is a story behind my fire, and why I made it happen online, and why a lot of people are not making it happen. Let's end all that. So it's really the intention of my video to inspire everyone watching who's thinking that they're not good enough, not smart enough, not techie enough, not skilled enough, not whatever enough to make it online. If I can make it happen, I believe in you. Here's my story. Okay, I really don't want to shock you, but I will be revealing my story of how I started my online career and how I went from zero, an almost burned out social worker in the Netherlands, to where I live today with a successful laptop business. Hi, my name is Muriel, and you might know me as the other half of Dirk and Muriel. And if you watch my video until the end, you're gonna be empowered, because that is why I'm sharing my whole story. Like, all the big milestones in my life that were not really happy, showing you that whatever happens in your life, you can do this. It's to empower you. And I'm pretty scared to share this, but I'm gonna just reveal what happened. And how I became the person I am today, living in Costa Rica with Dirk, our 2 children, our 3 dogs, and the cat, and our laptop lifestyle. That is actually something to celebrate, right? But it wasn't always that way. So to take you back, like in an overview, I was only child. I lost my mom to suicide when I was 19, which had a big impact on my whole childhood. She had a manic depression, very hard as an only child to see your mom suffering. You cannot make her happy, but somehow that was the starting point of having like a very strong light in myself to create happiness for myself, because I couldn't own the circumstances. I couldn't make my mom happy. I couldn't make my father happy. Although I was loved, I never missed anything in education, food, and and a house and everything. But I couldn't make my mom happy. But that formed me into the personality I have today, right? So yeah, I was on my being a young adult path. I fell in love. My first love was there when I lost my mom, and I was blindly in love, how teenagers can be. And he revealed to me that he had a very serious drug problem, right? And this was not like drinking a couple of beers too much. No, this was like really, really serious drug abuse, and he had his own problems. But don't ask me why. I lived with this man for 10 years because somehow it was very hard for me to stand on my own legs. And yeah, I was looking for, I don't know what it was, blind love, until I decided, wow, Muriel, is this the life that you're always dreaming about? Now you're taking care of someone else. You don't even have children. I was out taking care of him, and I thought, oh, this cannot be it. Meanwhile, I became a social worker, driven by the problems of my mom, driven by the problems of my boyfriend. I thought that this was my talent to help others, and I actually did it with lots of love and joy. For 23 years, I was highly educated social worker. I worked with the most beautiful clients, and yeah, I did it with lots of love. And until I thought, wow, I worked so hard for tiny paychecks. And I remember that I started to dream about traveling, and funny enough, I broke up with my boyfriend and fell in love with Dirk, who was also into traveling, so we found each other with a similar passion, right? And the cool thing is that time, it was the year 2000, I dared to quit my job. That was the first time I ever quit my job. I did it a couple of times because I'm job free, right? And yeah, we started to travel the world. It was so romantic. I was proposed in Vietnam. We traveled by train from The Hague, the Netherlands, to China, and we have walked in Nepal over, snowy mountains. We swam in paradise oceans in Thailand, in India. We ate fresh fish at the beach. Like, I have almost 1.5 years of full-time travel stories for you, but that's not what my video is about. The story is where the rat race really hit in, because we came home pregnant of our firstborn daughter, Sam. She was born in 2004, and there we were. I had to get back to my social worker security job, and Dirk started his first restaurant. And don't ask me how we got through those years, but I was pregnant home. We didn't have a lot of money. Dirk was working all the time. He was never home. He had to run his first restaurant. And there I was with this tiny baby, thinking about all the dreams that we had when we were sitting at that beach in Thailand, dreaming about starting a family and seeing our kids growing up in paradise, right? Because we saw paradise. The rat race was so harsh. It just blended in our lives like this, and we couldn't escape it. I was always working. Meanwhile, Dirk bought another restaurant. A second child was born. And I remember the pressure of having that job and being away from my kids, that their grandparents saw them more often than us. And that was so painful. That's not why I became a mom. And I remember, this is not the life that we wanted. We were always away from our kids, away from each other. Our marriage was going down the drain. And yeah, I felt so stressed and stuck and not happy. This was what everyone told me to do. Go to school, find a job, start a family, and just live the life, be happy until you retire. I was not happy. Funny enough, Dirk hit a major bankruptcy. He lost almost one of his restaurants, and that's how he started to search for a solution online. And funny enough, we started online for the money, but finally, the end of the story is that I am now working even happier as before. I always worked happy as a social worker, but my paycheck was not enough time, Now I can help people from all over the world without even going into their houses, from the screen, like online. It has been the most exciting work I've ever done, and it's rewarded so well because I am choosing my own clients. I'm choosing who I'm working with. I'm choosing where I work, how many hours per day I work, and I even choose how much I earn. And this is how I went online. Thanks to the bankruptcy of Dirk, that brought us onto a breaking point, finally bringing us back to where we started to dream. And that is my true story. That's what's behind me. So if you're thinking, I am so stuck, I am traumatized by XYZ, your past doesn't create your future. You can create your own future by starting now, believing in you. And I believe in you. If you want to have a breakthrough session with me, this is a very exclusive offer. If you watch this video to the end, let's brainstorm and create a game plan. Let's talk about your story and how to go from where you are today to where you want to go. I am excited to seeing your reply below. Yes, I want that call, and I'm gonna give you my link, and you can book a free breakthrough session with me, because I'm here to help you. Because I know you can do it. You just need a little extra guidance. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. This was Muriel from Costa Rica.